Imagine waking up one morning to the sound of planes overhead, bombs dropping, cities burning, millions of lives thrown into chaos. This wasn't a movie. This was reality. This was World War II, the biggest, deadliest, and most defining conflict in human history. But how did the world get here? And how did it recover? Today we're telling you the full story, in a way you'll never forget. Let's rewind to the 1930s. The world was already fragile. The Great Depression had left countries economically broken, people hungry, and governments desperate. But while many were struggling to survive, one man saw opportunity. Adolf Hitler. Hitler wasn't just a politician. He was a master manipulator. He promised Germans they could return to greatness. And when people are scared, they often believe what they need to hear, even if it leads them down a dangerous path. Under Hitler's leadership, Germany secretly rebuilt its military. And in 1939 it made its move, invading Poland. Just like that, the spark was lit. Britain and France declared war on Germany within days, but honestly, they weren't fully prepared. Germany, on the other hand, had been ready for years, using a tactic called Blitzkrieg, or lightning war. German tanks, planes, and soldiers crushed Poland in weeks. It was fast, brutal, and terrifying. One by one, countries fell like dominoes. Denmark, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, and even France, which shocked the world, were conquered. For a moment, it seemed like nothing could stop Hitler. But the world wasn't ready to give up. Britain stood strong, even as bombs rained down during the famous Blitz. Imagine spending every night hiding underground, hoping your house would still be standing by morning. And then, in 1941, everything changed again. Japan, Germany's ally, attacked Pearl Harbor, a US naval base. The United States, which had tried to stay out of the war, now had no choice but to join. It was no longer just a European conflict. It was officially and tragically a world war. Here's something important. World War II wasn't just fought with bullets. It was fought with factories, ideas, and sheer willpower. America became the arsenal of democracy, producing tanks, planes, and ships at a rate the world had never seen. In the East, Germany made a critical mistake, invading the Soviet Union. If Europe was tough, Russia in the winter was brutal. At the Battle of Stalingrad, after months of fierce fighting and unimaginable suffering, the Soviet Union pushed the Nazis back. This was a turning point. The once unstoppable German army was now retreating. In 1944, the Allies launched D-Day, the largest seaborne invasion in history. Thousands of young soldiers stormed the beaches of Normandy, knowing many wouldn't make it back. Why did they do it? Because they believed the world could be better, freer, without tyranny. By 1945, Germany was surrounded. Hitler, realizing the end was near, took his own life. Days later, Germany surrendered, but the war wasn't over yet. In the Pacific, Japan continued to fight fiercely. Faced with the prospect of a long, bloody invasion, the US made a controversial decision to drop atomic bombs on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In August 1945, Japan surrendered. The war was finally over. World War II left the world scarred. Over 70 million lives lost, cities reduced to rubble, families torn apart, but it also gave birth to a new world. The United Nations was created in hopes of preventing future wars. The world economy was rebuilt. Countries once at war became allies. But the memories and lessons of the war, they stayed. World War II is more than just history. It's a reminder of what fear and hatred can destroy, and of what courage and hope can rebuild. And that is why, even today, we remember. Thank you for watching. If you found this story important, share it. The past only teaches us if we keep it alive.